Alright guys, so I had an issue with my Kobalt 24V max chemical sprayer. It's the item number 1774924 and the model number KSP 1124A-03. And I bought this in November of 2021 and I did a review of it a few weeks later, which I'll put a link to if you care to see it. And so I had this issue with it leaking from the top section. You've got the bottom container that you put your liquid in, and in the top it pumps up through the top and then out through the sprayer, and it just started leaking. And the only thing I ever use it for is Simple Green. I put a 50-50 mix of water, Simple Green in there, and I use it for spraying down, washing the car, siding, whatever it is I'm washing. And it works great, and I've never had a problem. And so I've never had to return a 24-volt tool made by Kobalt yet, over the last several years of buying many of them. So let's just see, how was I taken care of in the process of trying to get a substitute for the defective sprayer that I had. Well, the starting point was very simple. I called the 800 Kobalt number, got a hold of someone there, customer support. They gave me a reference number to the phone call, should I have to call back, and then they gave me a number that I would give to Lowe's, an associate at Lowe's. When I went to return this, I was told that they would then call the customer support number. It might have been a different number, I don't know, that they would call them and then give them that return number to verify my phone call, and then they would in fact do the return right there in the store. So I was very happy to know that nothing had to be sent back. So just today I decided to go in this morning and take care of it, and to my surprise it was very simple. I called them up ahead of time because there were several stores that didn't have this. Found a store near me that had it. They even said they would hold it for me. I went in. All I had to do, they didn't even call. They said all we do is take that number they give you, put it on a return receipt. And what the lady did is she had to make a store card, you know, like a card, like a gift card. And she swiped it, and that's how they do the exchange. They used it on a gift card. It's very simple. So let's open this up and see what this new one looks like. So I was very happy with the result. It's very simple, no hassles at all. And they asked me when I bought it, and I told them, you know, I didn't have the receipt on me at the time, and they didn't even ask for a receipt. So anyways, I was very happy with the process. So let's open this up. And here's your manuals. You know, I never gave them a battery. I don't remember if this comes with a battery. But there's a manual, like I said, for the battery. So maybe this comes with a battery. Now when I returned it, like I said, I never gave them a battery because I assumed this didn't come with one. Like I said, I forget. So here's your holes, your wand, your extension wand. So we got that much of it. And let's pull the top piece off. And there's the inside. Okay, we've got everything here. Here's your holes, your shoulder strap, and the unit inside. By God, there's a charger and a battery. Wow, I did not know that it came with that dang battery, or didn't recall. So here's the charger that you get, and here's the battery. It's a 2 amp hour 24 volt. And I'll charge that. You always want to charge your batteries full before you use them. Okay guys, so here you see how I fill it up. I like to use a funnel so I don't make a mess. And then I'll pre-mix 50-50 mix of simple green and water in a 3-gallon jug, and then that gives me 2 gallons. And so now we'll go ahead and put the top on, see how she works. And I'll be using the 4 amp hour battery. I've just never used a 2 amp hour in here. I always go to my 4 amp hours for almost every tool that I have, Kobalt tool. Alright, so let's turn this on and see if it's working. The funny thing is, I can tell right away when there's something going on because the motor didn't sound right. I don't know if it wasn't sucking properly or pulling, whatever, you know, the pump, because it was at that point that I noticed it was leaking. So it might have been because of the leak that it didn't have that nice strong sound like you hear here. But it shuts off because I'm not pumping. Although when it's turned on, even if you don't hear that, it's still operating. So it's probably filled up the tube. So let me go ahead and turn it on again. Let me see if it sprays. Yup. I gotta tighten the wand a little bit. Let me loosen this. There it is. It's real tight from the factory. So oh, I think there's an O-ring that goes in there. I'll have to double check that. Okay, real simple. What it was is this wasn't tightened down, the very end part here, and I just had to snug that down, and that's what got loose. So in closing guys, I was real happy with the process. Have you guys had such an easy time to return any 24 volt Kobalt tool? Like I said, this was the very first time I've ever had that issue, and it went very smooth, because you never know. You always like the return, the warranty service to be smooth and no issues. So again, hats off to Kobalt.